One of the things that have surprised me so much in recent years is the lack of attention that is paid to customer service inside a sales process. I'm not sure if it's come from some of those sales movies like The Boiler Room or The Wolf of Wall Street, but there's definitely a mentality more towards closing and putting pressure on clients to get them across the line than there is about providing fantastic customer service. So this video today, a customer-centric sales approach is a key to business success. We're going to talk about why it's important and how you can implement such an approach. So anyone that's come to my channel or watched my previous videos, a lot of my focus is on sales strategy. And a lot of the focus I speak about is on the customer. When it comes to long sales cycles, it's not uncommon for a business to take the approach of, hey, we're going to start customer service or great customer service or the great client experience once they sign and become a client. But this becomes a real problem when you have long sales cycles. With some sales cycles that could last between 6 to 12 to 24 months before they actually become a client, there are multiple different client interactions in that time frame that really sets the tone for how the customer relationship will move forward at contract signing. The customer relationship really begins from the first interaction, in my experience. My goal has always been as a salesperson is to deliver a client in the best possible state, being the most excited, but going above and beyond in doing what's needed to close the sale so they are ready and are excited to be onboarded. And that makes the journey for customer success or anyone else after me so much easier because we have a client in such a delighted space. And that's mainly what this video is about. Now, there's a fundamental truth when it comes to sales that most people forget. We cannot make a sale. A business, a founder, a salesperson, an account manager cannot make a sale at all in any circumstance until someone first decides to buy. Why wouldn't we implement great customer service or a customer-centric approach to really go above and beyond and provide a fantastic service to make them want to work with us? It makes logical sense. We can no longer pressure people into selling. In high-value B2B sales, in particular high-value technology sales, high-pressure selling does not work. The buying decision usually comes from a committee or an executive that can be once removed from your everyday interactions as a salesperson. So really the only repeatable way is to make your sales process customer-centric. And there is really 3 ways that we can do that. First and foremost, if you watch any of my videos before, I always say we need to become an expert in the customer journey. And that's just not how they flow through a website, but how they're going to make the decision to get to a purchase point in buying your product. It is not as simple as, oh yes, I really like what you have. I'm interested in it till I purchase. There are multiple different stage gates a business typically goes through. But one thing is always the same. They have to see value. Now, the higher the value and the bigger the organization, they may have to prove that value out. And we need to understand that providing a customer-centric approach is lead them through that journey as quick as possible. Now, if you're selling something of high value, in my case, what I've sold in the past is a SaaS platform between $25,000 and $45,000 a month. The people I was dealing with have never made a purchase of this magnitude before, so they're not experts in how to buy software. What I needed to do was guide them through those stages, saying that, okay, they were interested in what we had to offer. Me knowing how businesses work would say, you're actually not ready to buy us. We need to help you quantify some information inside your business so you can build a business case for approval. And they're like, let me go and research that to see if we need to do that. And they would come back and say, actually, yes, we do need to do that. Let's go through that stage of the sales process and you can help us do that. So the goal of being customer-centric or customer service focused is anticipating their needs. Think of a tour guide. If you're going to go visit a different city or a different country where you have no knowledge, a great guide would say, hey, while you're in this town, you have to see this landmark, or you may want to go to this market to eat or this restaurant to eat, or more importantly, you want to avoid this part of town because it's really dangerous. Think about yourself like that as a guide and guide them through their stages as efficiently as possible, avoiding roadblocks and speed humps, and you will find that law of reciprocity and rapport will build exponentially as you do this. And as a consequence, your length of sale will dramatically decrease as well. it's very important in this stage is to be proactive. If you're being very proactive in the sales process, it's very difficult for your competitors to catch up because you're always one step ahead. Now, if you're reactive and I say, hey, we've got to build a business case, and you're like, okay, let me help you. And they're like, well, we've already scheduled workshops. It's okay. We've got this. You've lost the initiative. Now, the second part is help your potential clients make the best decision possible for their business. Now, sometimes that means your product is not the right fit. But one of the caveats to this is you have to believe what you're selling in the certain context that it has a unique selling proposition is the best possible solution for them in the context that you're talking to them about. Now, what you need to do is understand that they need to go on a journey to actually see the value that your product offers. That means, again, we need to be proactive. We need to help them through the journey to realize how impactful the current business processes are inside their business, giving them quantifiable data to go, I can't sustain this anymore. Wow, you guys provide a fantastic solution, and helping them see that, but realizing it's about them seeing the value. It's not about you telling them, and working along that path to getting them to that point. It really ties in with becoming an expert in their journey in that first point. Now, the third point here is we must go above and beyond. We must go above and beyond their expectations and wow them. I call it give them a holy shit moment. We need to give people or businesses in the sales process multiple holy shit moments. What's a holy shit moment? It's insight or surprising them with something that they weren't expecting you to do and really going above and beyond and making them want to work with you. The goal with great customer service is when they get to the question of, should we work with them? We need to change that question to why wouldn't we work with them? Remove all obstacles and make that an easy decision to say, of course we will. Why wouldn't we? They've gone above and beyond in this whole process. It makes sense to work with them. There's no other competitor. There's no other solution. We 100% want to work with them. And you can only do that by creating a customer-centric approach. Now, this is an example of how I've implemented this during a tender process. Now, when we got to a tender process with a large water utility, we sized up who we thought our competitors were. We had a pretty good understanding, and they gave us a list of requirements of what we needed to answer to. So we also helped them early in the stage, so we knew what these requirements were, but we also knew that the competition would struggle to answer those mandatory questions and be on our same level field. But what we wanted to do was go one step further or above and beyond. So we took screenshots of every piece of functionality that we could deliver on that they specifically asked for. So when they were asking for, does your platform do X? We go, yes, it does X. It also does Y. Furthermore, refer to these images to show you exactly where we do this in the platform. Now, at the end of the debrief of working with their procurement team, I asked them, I said, did those screenshots help you make a decision, or did those screenshots help you in evaluating us as a solution? And the procurement guy said 100%. We've never had anyone answer a tender like that before. You clearly went above and beyond and separated yourself from the others in the tender process. So that's a way of thinking about going above and beyond. So the question I have for you who might be watching this video is, how much customer service do you focus on in your sales process? It's very difficult to do it when you have revenue targets and you have pressures. It can change being customer service focused to push, we need to get more sales. But I would encourage you to really rethink that. If you found this video valuable, I would really appreciate if you like or comment below on how you focus on customer service in your sales process. Has this helped you rethink about how you deal with your customers in the early stages? Because this is so critical. If you are interested in sales strategy, please subscribe to my channel. It's all about B2B sales and lead generation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.